On July 23, 1885, Ulysses S. Grant dies in Wilton, New York, at age 63. Grant led the Union to victory on the battlefield in the American Civil War, and then served 2 terms as the 18th U.S. President. Grant is laid to rest in a classical-styled mausoleum in the Morningside Heights neighborhood of Upper Manhattan in New York City. There's an old joke that used to be popular where a person would ask, "Who's buried in Grant's tomb?" I think I was introduced to this watching Looney Tunes as a kid. In any event, the answer to this question is not as straightforward as it would seem. The obvious answer is Grant, although you could say his wife Julia as well, since she is laid to rest right next to him. Some believe their dog is there too, although there is no concrete evidence of that. You could also argue that no one is buried in Grant's tomb, since both Grant and Julia are not technically buried, but laid to rest in sarcophagi that are not underground. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1881, Argentina and Chile signed the Boundary Treaty, establishing the 3,300-mile border between them. In 1952, nationalist military officers stage a coup, seizing control of the Egyptian government from King Farouk. In 1967, police raid a celebration for 2 local Black Vietnam veterans, sparking the 5-day Detroit riot. In 1982, a helicopter crash on the set of Twilight Zone the movie kills actor Vic Morrow and 2 children. In 1996 in Atlanta, the U.S. women's gymnastics team wins its first ever Team Olympic gold medal. In 1999, aboard Columbia, Eileen Collins becomes the first woman to command a U.S. space shuttle mission. In 2020, after the longest offseason in league history, MLB's pandemic-delayed 2020 season begins. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. One of the worst maritime disasters in U.S. history occurred when the SS Eastland rolled onto its side while docked in which city? New York, Chicago, Baltimore, or New Orleans? Think you know the answer? Drop your guesses in the comments below. Find out if you're right next time on Today in History. You made it through Today in History. Nice work. Now treat yourself. Click the video on the right for what happened yesterday in history. Still can't get enough? The link on the left's got the whole playlist buffet. Want to make history a daily habit? Click my face in the middle to subscribe.